it because these are reputable people. So yeah, it is awesome to copy and paste, but at the same time, you wanna learn a skill. Because let's say in 2 years, if you don't want to be part of the company, don't. You take the skill and then you just, that's why I love this. Because when I found out that I didn't have to bring people into this to make money, I was all for it. And I don't have to be weird. If something bad happens to this company, because anything can happen to anything. There's companies that go down. We have a pizzeria, it can go down. But it's okay because we can just take the skill that we have here and then just live life, whatever you want, I promise you can have it if you just learn this one skill. All of you, all of us, I'm 25, I don't know how old you guys are. You guys all look young. All of you, so it's awesome. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep it very simple because when you go on the education platforms, you're gonna see a lot of information. And what I love to do for new people that get involved is that if you just understand this one thing, everything will be so much simpler for you. Especially HFX, and this. And this is forex, right? This is has more to do with trading the forex pairs. Look, for example, Angel, give me a pair.
JPY.
USD JPY. Oh, where am I going? So this is Tradingview.com. This is where you should do all your analysis before even taking trades. So USD JPY. You go to the top one. All right, and you're also gonna have to learn a little bit about the candles. But again, 1% better every single day. I see a lot of people it's like going to the gym. You go hard one day and then you're sore. Then you don't go all week. Kind of the same thing here. Where's the? Oh, right here. Candles. All right. So something I learned 2 years ago, I made my first $1,000 by accident by listening to Kimberly Torres. She's one of our educators. She's actually from Jersey. She lives in Guttenberg. Kimberly Torres, all she does is trade market structure. That just means support and resistance, supply and demand zones, and it's like floors and ceilings. So, real quick, if you get really good at just doing lines, just drawing them in the right places, right? There's another educator called Christopher Derrick. He's about to be 30 years old. He's been trading for maybe almost 10 years. And he was already making 6-7 figures. And there's a great video. I'll send it to you guys. It's an hour long, but just that one video can help you out with so much. So he was saying that after 3 years of being consistently profitable, already making 6-7 figures, he took a break from trading live, and he was just getting really good at drawing the lines. So support and resistance, right? So you go on the daily first. I like going on the daily because you can see everything a little more, right? So if you can just just from here, just for the purpose of illustration, right? I'll draw it here. Do you guys see why I did it there?
No.
Okay, so beautiful. And again, these lines are imaginary. There's thousands of them all over, right? They're just you can draw them everywhere. So look, I drew it here because it touches many times. So it touches here, touches here, touches here. You see that?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're at the top, you want it to go down, right? Ideally, if you're selling at the key here is buying low, selling high, right? So if you would have took this trade, right, in October of 2017, if you would have sold, right, $1 could make you $10 here. $10 can make you 100, just coming down. $100 make you 1,000. 1,000 make you 10,000, right? Again, all you're doing is buying low and selling high. Let's say, for example, the next one, you could put it here somewhere. Gotta get used to this mouse. Okay. Do you see how here, it touches? So you buy here, yeah. You're kind of, what you want to kind of do is just trap the price. right? This is all I do throughout the day. Like, this is what I show everybody, and they understand it so much more because, again, there's a lot of information. And yeah, you find your own strategy, bro, because there's so many cool strategies. But
you went back to like 2017.
Yeah, just
how far back do you go?
So this is on the daily. I'm just trying to show you like how there's patterns everywhere. I always take trades on the 5-minute or the 15-minute. Because again, I'm trying to get my money like within a couple hours or like HFX within like a minute. Manny made how much was it? 300, 800, like in front of us last night in like 2 minutes. He did it in front of us. It was so cool. He just like he was talking, doing some things. Then he's like, "Yo, let me just make some trades." And he was showing us some of the products. You guys have so much products.
He pulled out the Liberty scanner,
Mhm.
and went over like a couple confirmations, took a couple trades, and made like a week's pay in like less than 10 minutes.
it was really cool. So basically here, take this off. So yeah, so basically I just want to show you that look, you can buy low and sell high. From here to here, that's so many pips, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're starting to record everything, by the way. Like this is normal because we're doing this. We do this over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So it's like
there's people that are starting constantly.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
So for example, let's actually see where we are right now.
Okay.
A lot of times I do like 5 or 6 of these charts, and then I just draw an arrow, predicting where it's gonna go up. And a lot of times it's accurate because what you want to see is where the next level is gonna be. So for example, we're here, right? In this day and time. So I would probably draw. Let's go on the 4 hour. Right. So
side note to that. So you saw how he had it on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now he's putting it into on the 4 hour. So every day has 6 4-hour candles. So all he's doing is decompressing it. You know, if you have questions later, I got you.
yeah, I know it's a lot. I want to show them a really cool chart. The chart.
US and Canadian.
Yeah, I love trading this. Like it's very simple for me because USD CAD is very predictable. Look. Like I love this. I love using this as an example. Okay. Again. Sell, buy. Sell, buy. Sell, buy. Sell. Sell. Look, there's trends within trends. Look how cool this is. There's literally trends within trends. Look. So let's say you go into the 4 hour.
If you guys have any questions, like feel free. So yeah, there's a 4-hour chart, by the way. So meaning that, you know, I know she's brand new. So every single one of these are called candles, you know, and the life of each candle is equivalent to 4 hours.
Yeah.
So
Isn't there like an MM pattern or something?
Yes.
yeah, there's multiple patterns and candlesticks. So yeah, you could definitely find one.
Yeah, you can find a bunch of them. Right, again, if you would have just followed this trend and just completely keep selling and buying every time it touches, you know, buy, and then just hold it until here. For example, I gotta get used to this computer. So yeah, every single candle is when we click here, it says 4 hours. That means every single one of these candles, it took 4 hours for it to open and close. Alright?
Or is that your trend line, or did you?
Yeah.
Or is that
This
your
is a trend line. But I'm trying to like, for the purpose of time, hold on. Oh, I could use this. Oh, perfect. I'm like messing around.
Yeah, so initially when we started trading Forex, like foreign exchange first with MetaTrader. So there is a little bit more long term, as opposed to right now we're transitioning into HFX, which is based off time and based on like minutes.
Yeah.
Money in minutes is new to us. you know, because there's no really risk management or like risk to manage because you're in and out of a trade in like 5 minutes, like, and you're out, like
Yeah.
literally. In Forex, MetaTrader, you traded a little bit before. You know, you're in a trade and you get it's out when you're out whenever you decide to get out or whenever it takes you out. You know, pretty much, and based on how you set it. So it's a different type of trading. It's more long term. But initially when we started, we would always we always look at a daily. We always look at a weekly to daily, and we go down the line. We go down the line. Then we go to hourly, then we go to 15 minutes. Me personally, I never go down. I never used to trading on MetaTrader app like Forex just alone. I never go down past 15 minutes. I'm comfortable waiting for 15-minute candles to open and close. But that's just me. Now, because of HFX, now we're going down. 15 minutes is our daily kind of,
Yes.
and 5 minutes is like our hourly and something like that. And then 1 minute is like our it's like my 15-minute now.
Yeah,
So he's gonna break it down. He's gonna decompress to that.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to chart it for you guys a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You guys are also gonna if you guys understand the higher highs, higher lows. Like a trend line isn't always gonna be completely.
One more side note. So right now he's using a lot of terminology that is like what the hell is this guy talking about? So when you go through the academy videos, it's gonna go over like the history, terminology, basics. They're gonna cover strategy, what's a candlestick, how to understand the charts, so that when you get on with an educator, or you hear him talking, he's like, "Shut up, bro! I know what you're talking about." I'm playing, but you actually start to get it. Like you get on the sessions and you get it. You know what they're talking about. Oh, the market is bullish and bearish. So look, little sip. So bullish is just like it's like an analogy for like a bull puts the horns up, and a bearish is like a bear puts his paw down. So have you ever heard, oh, the market is bearish? It means that the market is most likely headed down. The market is looking bullish today. The market is heading up. So that was for free. I'm playing.
Yeah, I needed to charge just a little so I can. All right, perfect. This is a perfect spot. All right, so these lines, again, they're not really lines. They're more like areas. All right, so here, we're in the 4 hour now. Again, the price traps is coming from up here, right? It's coming from up here. It breaks down into this level. It's like levels. Like, think about it as a big building. All right, it comes from up here. It comes down, and then it kind of just touches here. All right, it's not always gonna be perfect, but look, if I move the line, this is our resistance, our ceiling, right? I'm gonna just use floor and ceiling just so it's simple for you guys. Okay, you can move it just a bit, and you could see that up here, it used to be the floor. It broke this floor, right? And because it broke this floor, it kind of just came into this new channel, and then it came back and retested. Like these are all retests, right? Let's say none of this happened already. This line, you would have drawn it a little more down, right? Retested 3 times, 2 to 3 times, and then that's a confirmation. There's a guy we learned before we were involved at the academy. His name is Quillen Black, and we took his course, right? And we learned a lot. This is all they do. Right? Forex chick, Kimberly Torres, Gustavo, Alanis. He's in our company. Wealthy Pips. You guys probably get swipe trades from him. This is all they do, right? So look, retest 2, 3 times. At the 3rd time, that's a perfect confirmation that the market is going to go down, right? So it used to be a floor. It came back here, retested, making sure that it's strong, like that it's a strong roof. And once it hit the roof the 3rd time, it's like a ball. It just shot down. Because again, we're on the 4 hour, so we're seeing it a little bit. It dropped down here. And then, if I go into the 1 hour or the 15-minute, you could see all this very clearly. And I will. I'm going to do it over there. Okay. But look, it came down here, and you see, like, this little wick, you see how it retested? Yeah. You guys see that, right? Mm-hmm. It touched it, and then it just shot down. And then look, 1, 2, 3, it hit it 3 times. Again, this is not really, like, the line is more like an area like this. Like this purple one. 1, 2, 3, boom, and it just shot up. And then look. Think about these wicks, think of them as think of it as like a car when you take off and you see the wind coming out the back.
Okay.
See, I love using that example. My boy's like, he's into racing, right? And he loved that example because he's like, dude, ever since you told me that, in the 15-minute, you'll see the same patterns, the same exact things, right? In the 15-minute candles. Ever since he's been, I told him that, he gets on the goal labs. He listens to what educators say, but now he looks for the exhaustion. That's called exhaustion, right? So the candle is exhausted, especially something like this, right? So it just means that a lot of people are selling. A lot of people are selling. And if you saw it up here, that means a lot of people are buying, right? So again, like there's a lot of exhaustion, and then look, it touched over here, this area, and then just shot down. And then there's patterns here. There's pattern here. There's patterns there. So look, boom, and then it just stayed in this area. It stayed in this area, and then from here, again, if we went into the 15-minute, you can see it go up. Did that help? Do you guys see that? It's like so cool how it does that. Like if you just trade off like support and resistance, it can be very simple. Now let's go into where we are right now. See, it just keeps trending down. We come back up here, and I could draw another line that comes up here. Look, what? Okay, this is a line I just drew, support resistance area. If you go back in time, look, it kind of just touches here. Look here. That's so cool. That's like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like it's insane that happens. If I go back like 10 years ago, you could probably find areas that does that. You know, in March when the pandemic happened, I've been talking to Gary because we've been doing it for like 2-3 years, and it's kind of messed up, but like I've heard that the recession happens every 7 to 10 years, so I was like waiting for it, you know, and I was on Tradingview, and I was looking at the US 30, I was looking at like Bitcoin, and because I saw that a pattern was emerging, do this on your time, right? Because I saw that a pattern was emerging, I bought like in March, like at the end of March, when everything was down, and I saw a trend, and I just held it. I put $350 for my mom in her Coinbase account, it grew to $2,500, now it's at like $1,400 because, you know, Bitcoin it fluctuates a lot. But I did that with like a lot of stocks, with some cryptocurrencies, and I flipped $1,200 into $25,000.
Nice.
I have it in my Coinbase account, yeah, and so it's so cool, like it's insane. So again, but if we would have bought Bitcoin at $100 right now, we would have been multi-millionaires.
Yeah.
But we're still early. A lot of people still don't know about this stuff.
Yeah.
You guys are so like, I don't know how to explain it. You guys just. People don't say yes to life. People are so freaking negative, but it's okay. Like, something I learned early on in our previous company is that you can't help somebody that doesn't want to help themselves, you know? Even though I tried so hard to help other people, I don't try anymore like that. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. But, yeah, so right here, you can put it here.
Yeah, it's basically like, okay, I remember when I was big on MySpace. I was so big on MySpace. My sister came up to me and was like, hey, download Facebook. I was like, Facebook? What's that? I'm on MySpace. I got my top 5. You know?
Oh, I remember that.
But, and I look at Facebook. I was closed-minded to it in the beginning, but then I had no choice but to join it. You know?
That's how this is.
Then Netflix comes and offers Blockbuster a deal. Blockbuster rejects. Look at you know, look how times are changing. It's a digital age. You know, we're headed towards a digital economy, you know, and like it's gonna happen. Whether we like it or not, it's gonna happen, and we gotta adapt. The way I see it is that we gotta adapt, because if we don't adapt, we're gonna get left behind. You know, our phone is not just a phone anymore. It's a networking tool. It's a phone where we have access to millions and billions of people, and you know, we could make money from our phone in multiple ways. This is not the only way. Mm. There's e-commerce. There's you know, besides investing, there's many other ways to make money with this. There's even OnlyFans. There's YouTube. You know, it's just about us just getting creative. So.
Okay, so this is a good example. Look, there's a trend. There's a downtrend, right? Look, it kind of just touches here. It shoots down. This line I could draw probably a little lower, because if I draw the square, right? This is a good key level, right here. So it's not really a line. It's more like this. All right. So comes back up, it retests. You see these two exhaustions, right? Also, another thing that I learned from another guy, his name is, and I don't mind saying these names even though they're not with us. What's his name? He calls himself Mr. XAU, but the king of gold, right? He likes to say. Something I learned from him that really helped me out with trading was that he looks at candles that are very heavy, very, very heavy. You guys learned about candles too. I'll give you 2 free nugs real quick. Like 2 quick nugs is when you see candles that are like heavy, like this. You see how this candle is just heavy? Mad people were selling. You see how it's like long?
Does that mean the wick is longer?
The wick is long, so 2 things. The wick is long and it's heavy. It's like it's very heavy. It's like long, it's square. The square is here.
Okay.
Like not square. The body. That's what it's called. The body of this candle is like heavy. So again, if we go into the 15-minute, we're on the 1 hour right now. But if we go in the 15 and the 5-minute, you can see a retest up here. You wait for the retest. Always wait for a retest, and then sell, shoot down. You know. Comes down here, right, and then it just touches a bunch of times. This is the 1 hour. We won the 5, and we are gonna go in the 5 and the 15-minute in a little. But again, if you just here, it just sells. I'm sorry, buy here, and then if you draw a trend line, look how cool this is. A trend line is just another way, because support and resistance can be like this, horizontal. It could also be.
It's like a way to identify the direction of the market.
Yes, a way to identify direction of the market. So again, boom, confirmations. Many confirmations here. Right, just for an example. So look, trend, right? Sell. All right, another reason you could have sold here is that yes, you see a trend line. You drag your trend line. Look, it comes out. It tests here, retest, and then just shoot down, and then it comes down to this area, this floor. And then it just shoots up, okay? So you're thinking in your head, okay, Adrian, so we have a new key level here. It might come up here. And I say, okay, but look, there's also a trend line here. So draw your trend line, always drag it. I dragged it, and look, right here. Sell. Really cool. Again, it's really simple. I like keeping it simple. Boom. And this is without an RSI or all those other things, but I like using the RSI too, because again, it's a second confirmation for me. Sell, and then look, boom, right? And you can, again, let's chart.
So towards the end, wouldn't there be one possibly?
Say that again?
Like towards the end right now, like the most recent? Like
Yeah,
on
so
the bottom?
that's where I'm getting to. I want to see, let's see it. Okay, so for example, so we draw one like, here's a good place.
And this is just like naked forex, like
Yeah,
you know,
that's what it's called.
like you see, like there's no noise. It's a clean chart, you know. Just identify. Oh, like you see this. This is the price action. It's just like all like the history of how the price has been documented. Because the price is never gonna go in one direction. It's always gonna go, whether it's the peso, the euro, the Japanese yen, the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar. It's always things. The economy is always shifting up and down. So you know, well, I'm explaining a little bit because. So all we're doing is just tracking the direction of the price by drawing floors and ceilings and trend lines. So that's what he's going over. So now he decompressed to a 15-minute candles chart.
Yeah.
So that means that every single one of these candles is equivalent to 15 minutes.
Yes. So now if we're gonna start going into like the 15 to 5 minutes. You're gonna start seeing the candles moving a lot more. This is a live market that's going on right now in the world. So it's happening with or without us, you know, literally. So for example, yeah. So again, it's an area, look, it's testing many times. Comes up here, it tests, here it tests. It kind of breaks, yeah, but again, remember, it's not a line. It's more like, it's in area, right? So that's why I drew this box here so you guys could see it. Kind of just touch, retest, comes down. Touch, retest, come down. Come, touches, retest, come down. So you can see that this is strong over here, but anything can happen, you know. So ideally, yeah, what do you want to do? You sell. You want to sell at the top. But this is why we go into the 4 hour and the daily, because I'm sure we could see something else if we go into the 4 hour. We could see, for example, let's see. Okay. So we and 4 hour and the daily we see that look it's a down market, it's coming down, everything is coming down. Let's see. These candles look a little heavy, kind of like here. You see how these candles were heavy, and there's a long ass wick, and then it just shot up. I see kind of the same thing, but again, another confirmation is use the product. Go on the lives, check to see what the educators are doing right now. Kimberly Torres was live yesterday, and her thing is recorded. I didn't catch it. I catch like 5 minutes, and I got busy. Somebody wanted to see the info. But it's recorded. We can go on right now, and she draws this up so nicely. She explains it very well, better than me. Like I could show you guys how to make 100 or 500 or maybe 1,000 or 2,000, because that's what I've done. Like you know, in trades. But again, we have the educators. They can teach you how to make 6-7 figures. You know, but again, it's good that I'm showing this to you guys, because again, we're together here. We're always trading. If you guys ever need anything, reach out. So the next area could be like here. Right? Because look, it was a floor, it shot down, and then it became a ceiling. So if this breaks, which it looks like it could possibly, you know, I'm gonna leave this here, like, because I have to kind of leave it a little bit.
Do you think it's going to go to the top?
I kind of think it will. I do. I kind of do think. Look, it looks very bullish. Okay, down here too, it looks bullish. I think it will. I really do think it will. I think it'll break. I kind of see a head and shoulders pattern in a way. You're gonna learn about patterns also.
Like an inverse head and shoulders.
Inverted, kinda, in a way. This is the head. These are the shoulder. Maybe another shoulder will come here in the next couple weeks. Kind of see it, not really. Yeah, and then that's the next level. If it does break, the next level would be up here. You know. Another thing, like, you know, constructive criticism. What's a pair you like?
We typically do like the USD with like
JPY?
JPY?
or USD.
And the Euro. The
Yeah.
Euro
USD.
USD. Yeah.
Cool. Euro USD.
That's one of our favorite. Euro USD.
When we got involved with the academy 2 years ago, I remember them telling us stick to 2 or 3 pairs and master them.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Hold on. Am I 4 hours?
Oh shit, there's a lot of people.
This one?
So click here. So I'm sorry, click on it again.
Okay.
This little, yeah, and horizontal line. Mm-hmm. Like right under this, yeah.
Okay.
And
so
kinda
it's
like-
both of them meet.
It used to be a floor, and it became a ceiling here.
Okay.
That's really cool. So
So for here, I would probably put it here.
yeah, you could do it there. That's a perfect spot. You could do it there too. Here. Yeah, click it. And then also click here on the date. Just real quick, you could draw like right here.
I gotta go view here.
Yeah, right there.
Sorry.
A little higher. Yeah, right there. Why? Because look. Yeah. Tell me what you see.
I see it here, here, almost here,
Mhm.
and here.
Yeah.
And even though it broke here, but that would be maybe
Yeah.
up there for another
That would
one.
be another one, yeah. Because if you do it, like it touches here. Again, it's you always look to the left. That's another thing I learned from the educators.
You picking something up? Alright, cool.
So typically,
Do you see it though? Like just like I know you're completely new,
I see it.
but it's so cool, right? How that happens? It's so cool. Sorry, go ahead.
Because typically what we do it to buy or sell, we wait until it gets to like one of the supports or resistance, and then we make a call.
Mm-hmm.
Because we haven't figured out
HFX.
how to look at the graph for the bigger picture that it is.
All right, let's do that. So, exit out. Let's go on the 15-minute real quick, and from there, because when I trade HFX, and I'm new to HFX, like a month in, but again, we're like seeing success because it's very simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. I like saying that. So just go on the right, just
Drag it up.
yeah, drag it up just so we can see it. All right. And again, all those patterns I just showed you, we can do it in the 1 minute and the 5 minute. So cool. So I wanted you guys to see it there, but now you can do it here. Like if anything, keep drawing lines. If anything, dedicate an hour of just doing this. A day. Because one thing is watching the videos, but you want to get your hands in there.
So you could literally set up like a Liberty scanner,
Yeah.
or Hourglass, whichever one you have or like feel comfortable with. You could go on this. You could look at it on a big time frame on a 15-minute, then decompress to 5 minutes. I always look at 5 minutes for 1 minute when I'm about to do my entry. So I'm looking at you're tracking the direction on the 15-minute. So look, let's say zoom in right here. You said earlier that you want to know what's it gonna do. What's it gonna do? So right here, only at the end of the day, only two things can happen, right? Like it's gonna go up or down. We know that.
Right.
But we're looking to trap that. We're looking to trap that and captivate on that. So, you just right now you got it on the 15-minute, and you could decompress to 5 minute, or even minute when you're looking for your entries. And that's where this can go hand in hand with.
And then just keep on.
Mm-hmm. So right now it's kind of consolidating. If you look at it on the 5 minute, it's consolidating. It's consolidating. But within that channel, if it does consolidate, if it trades sideways, it's basically that's consolidation. Like the market is indecisive. But whenever it's consolidating or is within the channel, that's where on the minute time frame you could literally catch moves. You catch little buys and sells.
So you only use the what is it
For the RSI, yeah, I'm very
RSI.
yeah. But lately I've been using the Liberty scanner. I've been pretty comfortable with the Liberty scanner is just a confirmation for us. I mean, I would say it's kind of like, I wouldn't call it training wheels, but it's kind of like it's an assist that we're getting from the product that we have. So I'm personally a product of the product, so I do use it. But if I weren't to use it, this is what I would be doing.
Yeah, get on. I'm not going to be speaking, but the person that is going to be speaking, they're more than qualified. Super qualified. Like, I'm talking about these people who are already 6-7 figure earners, like they're already business owners. We have so many people winning with this, so we're going to see from the right people. And I'll just get back to you once you're done, once the Zoom is over. Yeah, I was going to do the press, but...
What time is it?
It's 9 right now. I sent her the team link.
Okay. Like right now?
Why would you draw another
Yeah, because
one?
it starts at 9, right?
Oh, okay, the team link. Okay, cool.
You could draw one of them.
Why is there a gap here?
No.
So those are gaps. Another thing is there's another way of trading or just something that they teach us is trading gaps. Gaps are usually always filled, and gaps happen a lot in stocks, a lot, like everywhere, because again they close every day. Over the weekend the forex market was closed, so that's why it opened with a gap. So look, go over here. I'll give you some. Click horizontal line, draw one here, like here. It's okay. You see why?
These here.
This used to be used to be a floor, and then it dropped. It became a ceiling, and again you can draw more. But let's go over here. Let's focus on where we are right now. We're on the 5 minute.
Yes, you want 15?
No, it's okay. Just expand it a little. Can I see this? Oh, whoa, flexible. All right.
Did you see Herman today? Or are you gonna see him tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I showed Herman this, and he actually called me today. He's like, "Yo, this is all I've been doing." And again, use this for HFX. Like that's the point. Like Nez, when he made his $15 million, he was doing this. Like, oh yeah, he broke a record. Nez is one of the educators. I think he's Puerto Rican. I don't know what he is.
Yeah, he's Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
So he has a pretty captivating story. It took him 2 years to make he's from the Bronx. It took him 2 years to make his first million, and it took him another 2 years to turn 14 million. To turn it to 14 million, and like about maybe like 3 weeks ago on a Thursday session, he made 5 million like on a session. Like if you would have been on his session, you would have been copying what he's doing, and he cleared 5 million, on that session. So that was like crazy. Probably the top paid educator right now.
Yeah. If you would be trading HFX right now, if we go on race option or wherever.
Yeah.
So the difference between here and probably race option is that when you go to race option, they have these lines for you, but just like one resistance and one support, not multiple.
Well, HFX is, I'm sorry,
No,
the
not pocket option.
race option and pocket option is just a broker. It's like if for example here, I wouldn't trade here. I would go on my phone, MetaTrader 4.
Just look at the.
This is just to do your analysis. These are the live markets. This is a place to go and do your analysis, like to chart up, to see, to not to to predict where the market is going. Okay, so should be a good spot.
Like this, where you could do your analysis and strategize.
Yeah.
Like you could keep your lines plotted on it.
Let's see. Then there's another thing called the Fibonacci, and I love the Fibonacci. Gary actually taught me how to use it when we got involved. So I'm just gonna do it real quick. It's I'm gonna explain it. It's
Here,
not.
so here.
Okay, so it is a bonus.
Yeah. This is I love this. Look, the Fibonacci. Let's say you're planning on selling, right? And you see all these confirmations hitting. Now you want to see where your take profits are going to be. Where do you want to get out? Where do you want to get in? Right? Let's say you get in here and you see that it drops. You're like, oh shit. Most people, we all do this. Like I've done it. Most people see this drop and like, oh damn, it's going to keep dropping. And then you have a stop loss of here. Like you sell right here because you see that it just drops. And you're like, oh, it's just going to keep dropping. You sell right here. Your stop loss is they teach us 10-20 pip stop loss, right? You put a stop loss over here, and again, I know I'm kind of, because you guys are doing HFX a lot, but just bear with me real quick, right? Stop loss, and then people get taken out of the trades. They're risking $50 to make 200 to 250, right? You get stopped out, you lose $50, but you just keep doing that over and over again, then your account just gets busted, right? Okay, now that's why I like HFX, because there's no stop loss. It's a time limit. You win, you don't. Yeah, it's a yes or no question. I love it. But here, for example, here, for the purpose of charting, we wait for the retest. Look, it retested. It came back up. We wait for the retest and then shot down. You would sell up here. Ideally, let's say you actually get this entry, right? You get a beautiful entry, right? Sniper entry. You sell it. The Fibonacci is a tool that detects where you can take your profit. So look, from here to the lowest point right here. Let me take this off.
Yeah, like you see those percentages, like the 38%, the 50%, the 61%, the 78%.
Yeah.
Those are it's basically like price reversal zones. So this Fibonacci, it's pretty accurate. Like if you plot it, you basically, whenever there's a big move, you plot it from the top to the bottom. And you'll get price reversal zones. So it's just something like a tool. So you see a big move, you plot it from the top to the bottom, from the 100% to the 0.
Yeah, do it backwards. Gary, you mind doing this part? Because
I'm about to end this because my hand's getting tired.
Yeah, just.